Hey y'all, Tim here. Hope everyone's had a good day today. Boy, y'all have really responded amazingly to my request for story ideas. Some of the ones y'all are recommending I had even forgotten. I had somebody ask the other day if the things that I tell about really happened or if I was just making it up. Anything that I tell is the gospel honest truth. It either happened to me or somebody real close to me. I was reminded of a story the other day by a good friend of mine. You know, when you work in the medical field, you learn an entirely new language. People call certain things a lot of different things. For example, if I pick up a patient on the ambulance and, for example, they say, Mom's got high blood. Well, that means that she's a hypertensive. She has high blood pressure. Or Daddy's got sugar. Well, that means he's a diabetic and has issues regarding regulation of his blood sugar. So you learn a whole different language when you deal with people from a medical standpoint. And there is an undocumented law of physics that says the larger an individual is, the further back in the far back corner bedroom of the single-wide 1954 manufactured housing trailer they live. Skinny people don't call the ambulance as a general rule. It's people of my size and larger that are the frequent flyers of the ambulance service. Well, I was working one day with a really good friend of mine. I really enjoy working with this guy because he's the type person you really can't get into a situation with him where something's funny and you're not supposed to laugh, because he's going to laugh or bust. And invariably we would get into something ridiculous that would just be hysterically funny, and we weren't at liberty to laugh about it. So anyway, we get a call one day for a sick patient. We get there, and it is a tiny, very old trailer house. Now, let me say this. Please do not mistake anything that I'm saying as being derogatory towards larger people. It takes all kinds of folks to make the world go around, and I'm pretty chunky myself. I got on the scales the other day, and the little electronic thing popped up and said, some of you folks are going to have to wait your turn. So, I'm right in there with them. So please don't take offense to anything I say. But this was a very large lady. She was a great big one. I'm talking Ringling Brothers kind of whopper. And she was in the far back corner bedroom of this trailer, and she couldn't walk. Well, it was absurd for us to even consider trying to get the stretcher down the hall, much less make the hard left-hand turn into her room. So I went back and I spoke with her, and in my kindest, most endearing, supportive, encouraging voice that I could muster, I convinced this lady that with our assistance, that she could indeed get up and walk. So that's what we did. We got back there and we helped her and we got her up. She was wearing one of these real attractive Omar, the tent maker, kind of a muumuu type ensemble. But we got her up, and I was behind her, facing forward, and my partner was in front of her, facing me. He was backing up, and we both had her. And bless her heart, she was so wide that every step that I took, my foot would land between hers, you see. Well, we're going along pretty good. And all of a sudden she says, Lord, hold it. I'm fixing to lose my grip. See, I didn't know what lose my grip meant. And for those of you that are not from the South, I'm fixing to means that I am in the process of. Okay? I'm in the process of losing my grip. Well, I didn't know what she meant. I assumed that she meant she was about to fall. And I said, no, 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 no. No, we got you. You're not going to fall. We got a hold of you. We're right here. If you fall, you're going to fall on us. Ha, 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 ha. Well, about that time, she was a woman of her word, for one thing. You got to admire her for that, because she did, in fact, lose all of her grip. Lost every bit of it. Right on the toe of my boot. Yeah. First she did it, and then I said it. I looked down and said, gosh, boy, look what you've done there. Gee whiz. Guess you didn't have any underwear on, did you? Or maybe you did. It just apparently burnt right through. A lot of fiber lately in your diet. I believe I'd back off of that just a touch there if I were you. Yeah. And I glanced up at my partner, and his mouth was open real wide, but he wasn't making any sounds. And tears were skeeting out of his eyes. So I said, well, gee whiz, let's go on to the stretcher. Y'all want to do that? Yeah, let's do that. So that's what we did. We proceeded on, and I had this monstrosity riding on my foot there, and it was real special. And we got her loaded up. And we got in the ambulance, and we headed to the hospital with this woman. And periodically I could hear from the front of the ambulance my partner giggling. You know, that kind of snorting kind of giggling that you do when you're either drunk or real stoned, or just overcome with the funny of a situation. That's what he was doing. And it really wasn't helping my attitude at all. So when we got to the hospital, I got out of the ambulance barefooted. And the moral of this story is this. If you ever want me to get away from you, tell me you about to lose your grip, because I can assure you I will give you enough room that you could turn an aircraft carrier around in. I love y'all. This is Tim.